Hi friends, it's Lila with the Tapestry of the Unseen, and I wanted to do this tag. Looks like a lot of fun. It has a lot of prompts, so I will try to keep on track, even though it's hard when it's late at night. So this tag was created by Nova from Nova Mundi Tarot, and it has 15 prompts. So the tag is Editor's Pick Decks, and it's decks I recommend to my viewers. So let's take a look here what we have. So the first prompt is, we'll go into it, Inner Child Work, a deck you recommend for inner child healing, one that feels safe, nurturing, playful, ideal for reconnecting with innocence, creativity, and emotional truth. So I don't really do inner child work, but not that I'm like, I didn't have a good childhood, but I just kind of, I never do it. I probably should. So let's see, for this one, I picked, well, I thought I was organized and oh, here it is. Okay. So the first one, let's see, and I believe we can pick multiple decks. So I got a couple. Some just have one, some have two. So this is the Kawaii Tarot. I love this deck. It's by Lulu Mayo, and she also does adorable little books. She also has like drawing book to draw in her style and like a coloring book, and I absolutely love everything. So when I found out that she had done a tarot, I was so excited because I love her art. So let's see, the Kawaii Tarot. Let's see, you guys have probably seen this one. It's really adorable because the little book. Okay, but let's get close. All right. I mean, come on. Can this get even more adorable? Brings you back to childhood. My mom would get me little Hello Kitty stuff and all of Hello Kitty's pals, all of the little kawaii. We go to the Korean store and get all kinds of supplies, cutest little notebook paper, little tiny bags with the cute little characters, pencils, all sorts of stuff. The munchie cheese. Do you guys know about the munchie cheese? I loved munchie cheese. I had a lot. I wish I still had my munchie cheese. Now I do have munchie cheese that I got as an adult because I had to. I don't have it with me. I have several. I'll have to bring them in a video. They're so adorable. If you know, you know. If you grew up in the 80s. This is 6 of Swords. I mean, look at how cute. 5 of Swords. Yes, she's the queen of the cake. You thought you were going to get a piece? Look at him crying. She said, nope, all mine. Oh my God, look at this. Now, I'm not going to show all the deck. 2 of Coins. Look at these little seals. Looks. I like illustrated frogs, but not real frogs in real life. I don't want to touch one. But the illustrated ones, I do love. They're so adorable. Look at this. So this is I would think, inner child work deck. I mean, look at her little paw. She's gonna hold a little bird. Let's see. Oh, sweet. Look at the Hermit. I mean, it's just adorable. But it is Rider-Waite, and you can read it like that. If you are a beginner, I recommend the Rider-Waite, but you can have this as an extra deck. Look at this little baby on his mama. They're resting, the 4 of Swords. Look at this little guy. His little head, he's just so tubby. so cute. Super adorable. You guys have probably seen it. All right, I don't want to get carried away. Look at the little mouse playing a little violin string. Just super adorable. Can't get anything cuter, any more cuter than this. Okay, so I do have some, even though I don't do inner child work, I do have a lot of adorable decks. I guess you would think of child decks. I don't know. Right, the next one I have is, of course, the Trick or Treat Tarot. I don't know where my box is, and the guidebook is with the box. I will put a picture up here of the cover. This is the deck. I'm sure you guys have seen it. This was the best thing of childhood, the Halloween time, dressing up and going trick-or-treating. It was just so much fun going to see everybody's houses where they had all the lights and all the decorations. This is definitely, I would think, an inner child deck. I use this for everything, all kinds of readings. I love it. It's one of my favorites. It's just fantastic. Look at this. Love it. I'm sure you guys have seen this. We'll be here all night. Let's do a sleepover. You guys want to stay up all night? It's just fantastic. If you love Halloween, you gotta have this, I feel. This is childhood. This is what, wearing our costumes, being out trick-or-treating, eating tons of candy, being super hyper because of all the sugar, hanging out, then totally people like in the houses throwing candy at the kids. Yes, this is definitely another one that I feel is good for inner child, and it's Halloween, which I love Halloween. All right, that is the Trick or Treat Tarot. I love board games, even as an adult. I think I'll never grow out of it. I have a ton of board games, and all different kinds. Even though I really don't have time to play, but if I see one, I'll pick it up. This is Life is Like a Board Game Tarot. I don't know about you, but we played board games like family game night with my brothers, my sister, Monopoly, Life, all those. When I saw this, I had to get it. It is by Crystal Banner. I believe she has a website. She has an Etsy store. She did. I'm not quite sure. But you could just look up if you're interested. Life is Like a Board Game Tarot, and it's a Monopoly game. This is the Two of Wands, Forward Movement Gardens. Isn't this cool? Future Planned Gardens, 3 of Wands. Joyous Home Gardens, 4 of Wands. Let me see here. Yeah, I have too many decks. Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune. Messenger of Slow and Steady, Knight of Pentacles. Messenger of Acting First, Thinking Later, Knight of Wands. Now, she came out with a Kickstarter later, after I had gotten this deck sometime later, and I don't know if it was a year ago or something, but it was an expanded deck of this one, and I wanted to get it. I missed out on the Kickstarter. I don't know if she still offers it or what happened with that. The Empress. Watch Me Work Avenue, 8 of Pentacles. Come on, this is so awesome. Yes, Inner Child Work. Something Shady Way, 7 of Swords. Soulmates and Connection Place, 2 of Cups. Love it. The Chariot. This is another one that reminds me of my childhood, which I would think works for inner child work. That's Life is Like a Board Game. Okay, so that is prompt 1. Number 2 is, let's see, Shadowwork, a deck that's powerful. I can't speak. Okay, prompt 2, Shadowwork, a deck that's powerful for helping readers face their shadows, honest, deep, and unafraid to confront the difficulties. This is your recommendation for deep. I cut off the paper. Hold on. Oh, here it is. So, let me start over. Okay. Shadowwork, a deck that's powerful for helping readers face their shadows, honest, deep, and unafraid to confront the difficulties. This is your recommendation for deep transformation and self-inquiry. Now, I don't do shadow work. I do have some decks that would be considered decks that you can use in shadow work. And I picked this one because it's absolutely gorgeous. Biblical Tarot, Shadows of the Soul. I did a side-by-side flip through, just a casual on my channel. This comes with, this little book gives you little bullet points, and they're upright and reversed meanings of the shadow. Now, there is a separate book that I think is worth buying if you like doing shadow work or are just interested. Let's go in. So it's just a beautiful deck, and it's very dramatic, just an amazing, beautiful deck. I believe you can use this for shadow work. So, go. It's just gorgeous that I decided to buy. I mean, look at this card. It's just gorgeous. All right, so that's one of my shadow decks. And then I picked a second one. And that is this one, The Dark Side of Tarot. Sasha Graham, I think might have either written the book or was involved in the creation or something. And then the illustrator or creators get these beautiful backs, the roses and the lilies. I believe this is a deck that you can also use for shadow work. I purchased the kit. The kit came with a book, but the book is with the box, and that is somewhere on a very top shelf in my closet somewhere. I will put up a picture of the box so you can see what it looks like. I feel like this is another deck that you can use for shadow work. That's beautiful. Star. I don't know why my mind goes there. But like, okay, does he look like he's inhaling from a bong? Can I say that? And his eyes are just like, I don't know. And it's the Mary Jane look, the angel. I don't know why. Let's see here. Okay, this death guy, he looks pretty buff. He still has his muscles on the skeleton. He must have had some work done, because he's a skeleton. He's not supposed to have those. He's dead. So the next prompt is deitywork, or spirit guides, a deck that serves as a spiritual bridge, perfect for working with deities, spirit guides, or higher realms. It holds sacred energy and supports devotional practice or channeled messages. For this one, I selected the Dark Goddess Oracle. And this is by Caitlin McCarthy. This comes with a little book with a write-up on each goddess. And yeah, this is a great deck. Let me scoot in here. Mamiwara. This one is the is it Kalich? I don't know if I pronounce that. Devotion. But it has the name of the deity and then a keyword. And then there's more in the book. Isis, Maya, Mana. I really like it. There's Hecate, Lilith, and Oshun, Santa Muerte, and Mangpo, Freya. So this is a great deck that I recommend for that. Beautiful illustrations. I love that the goddesses, the eyes are, they don't have like the pupil, an iris. For me, it feels like the spirit realm. And it's just beautiful art. The next one is the Angels Tarot. I got this on Amazon and it's from DeBrig, I believe. I got this several years ago. I believe I've still seen it, but mother of pearl. What's going on here? Oh, these boxes. I hate tuck boxes. Let me take my little barrette here. All right. What do we got here? Ooh. Okay. This deck is so pretty. It comes with a book. This I use for everything. You can use any deck for anything. That's my belief, okay? You don't need this particular deck. For many years, for like 15 years or more, I just used a Rider-Waite deck. That's all I used. And I have been reading now, yikes, I think it's going on 25, 30 years. Oh my God. What happened? How did this happen? I'm so old. Anyways, so it's a long time. So for like 15 years or so, I just read with the Rider-Waite. I didn't have any other decks besides the Rider-Waite, and that's it. Now it's a different story. I do enjoy having different decks, and in my readings that I do for clients, I like using my decks. I don't keep them as, just like a do not touch. Like, well, I don't let anybody else touch. Keep your paws off my decks. But I like to use all my decks. I rotate them, but I always have a Rider-Waite on my table because I do love cards and I like using all my decks. I use them in layers. So my readings are very layered. I will use multiple decks in a reading. And yes, for many years I used one deck and it was fine. You don't need to have more than one deck, but I do enjoy having multiple decks and I love using all my decks. I have fun. If I could juggle tarot cards and oracle cards, I would totally do it. I like using them. Let's get into this. This is the Angel Tarot, and it has beautiful gilding. I use this for everything. I can use it for my spirit guides, my higher self, my angels, my angel guides, reaching out to my loved ones that have passed. I think it's very beautiful. I absolutely love it. I don't even know how much it was. It was probably like $20, maybe $50. I don't really know, but it was something around that. It wasn't expensive. I mean, now with with prices how they are, I absolutely love this tarot. There's different colors. Here's the blue, the gold. It's just a beautiful deck that I recommend. All right, one more for prompt 3. This one. I love all of Kyle's decks. They read very well. They work very well with connecting with my guides, angels, ascended masters, with connecting with the higher realms. It only has 22 cards, but it is very powerful. I really like it a lot. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's like my mind is telling, or my nervous system is telling to go like this to my hand. My mind's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing that? All right. Ugh. The days are so exhausting. But it's just so beautiful. I mean, all his decks are beautiful and they read very well. I love that. So this is another one that I recommend. It's only 22 cards, but it's very on point, and I feel like it really connects very well. And you know Kyle's decks. If you don't, you have to get some because they are great. Okay, so that was prompt 3. Prompt 4 is Ancestor Work, a deck you'd suggest for connecting with ancestral wisdom, whether for lineage healing or honoring those who came before. This one opens the path to ancestral connection. The Ancestral Path Tarot. And this is a wonderful deck. This is by Julie, is it Kuchiowicz? I purchased this deck years ago. And at the time, I think the book was out of print. I'm not quite sure. This was years ago, so I'm not quite sure if that's still the case. But I was able to find the book. There's a book with a lot of great information on the deck. I don't know if that's still available or if it's come back in print. This is a great deck. Now it does come with a little white book, but actually, honestly, I've never even read it because the other book is just so good. All right, so these cards are very large, but they're so gorgeous. It's great for ancestor work. This is the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess. Here we have Four of Staves, Princess of Cups, Prince of Cups, Five of Swords. It's just absolutely beautiful. Prince of Swords. Isn't this beautiful? Oops. The Devil. Whoa, that's a freaky one. The Tower. Ancestral Path Tarot. All right, so the next prompt is Divination, a deck that excels in traditional divination, clear, direct, and accurate. This is your top pick for those seeking predictive insight or practical answers. This one would be any Rider-Waite deck, or just any, I can't say any deck, but any Rider-Waite deck, definitely. This deck is a really good reader. Any Rider-Waite is a good reader. I've used this for years. They actually just came out with a new version, and I'm hoping that the card size is bigger. This one is just unbelievable reader. I mean, it's the Rider-Waite Smith system, but I don't know what it is about these images. Now this is all digital, manipulated collage, and perhaps digital painting for divination. I think the Rider-Waite, or the, oops, I use these cards a lot. So I do have a backup, but now that there's a new version, I gotta see if it's a bigger size. And they just read so well. I really like this. That is a Tarot Illuminati or any Rider-Waite. The next prompt is number 6, as above, a deck that connects the reader to cosmic or spiritual realms. Ideal for soul work, life path exploration, or messages from the higher self. It speaks to the divine perspective. So I have 2 decks. This deck is perfect for that. I've had it for, I don't know, a long time, several years. This one is by Mario Dugai. Healing images and messages from the angelic realm. Let me just show you here. It comes with a guidebook. This is Blue Angel. It's just gorgeous. Inner calling. Definitely this deck is perfect to connect to spirit realms, higher self, for life path exploration. Just look at these images. The artwork, the paintings are just amazing. I am creator, awakening, positive intention, initiation, truth, success, moving towards the light, comfort, higher thought, energy. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. His artwork is just absolutely gorgeous. Definitely this one I recommend. Oracle of the Angels by Mario Dugai. I probably pronounced his name wrong. I apologize. The next one is by the same author. This one's a little bit longer format. This is called Messages of Life, also by Mario. These are pretty long cards. Let's see here. Let me take a tarot card. As you can see, I feel they're just beautiful. And they have the writing. They don't have a book. The writing is on the cards. This is a gift from life. Let me read this one. Each day, life offers me abundant proof that the universe loves me. Every day, God sends angels to help me. Today, I will receive an angelic message. It may come from someone with whom I speak or from words that I read. I will listen closely as this message is divine gift meant to help me make my way in love and maintain spiritual strength. It's a beautiful image. Together in light. I give thanks for all those who enter my life. I understand we are all exactly who and where we are supposed to be, and everyone contributes to each other's personal growth. Every reaction someone draws from me is a gift from their soul to mine, meant to help free me from my inner conflicts. Today, by focusing on my own development rather than on others' faults, I become one with the divine. I mean, how beautiful is that? And then look at this image. Let's see. Look at this image. I reap what I sow. Step by step. Strength. Today, like every day, I will practice the laws of universal love. Thus, I will deal with the current situation in a positive way so that I continue to grow and evolve. As I cross this bridge on my way towards the light, I am reminded of the true meaning of life. It's just, these paintings are just absolutely beautiful. Oops, I don't want to go through all the deck, but it is absolutely beautiful. I had those two for that prompt 6. 7, below. a deck you recommend for grounded, real-world readings. This one captures everyday emotions, human experience, and earthly wisdom with clarity and depth. And that will be, and the box is somewhere, but that is the Everyday Enchantment. My dog, when they were puppies. This deck reminds me of the beauty of life and the gift of life and of our journey here. This is by Poppy Palin, and she created this deck, and it's just so beautiful. This deck is very special too because it shows, let me show you. These are the backs, and this is the front. This deck is, it's a grounding deck, and it shows the beauty of life. And what I love about this deck is it shows here like everyday things that can happen, but it also shows the magic, and it actually shows because Poppy was able to see beyond the veil. And if you notice here, the people, they have an aura around them that she added, the outline. And there's also these little fairy spirits that are around. It's a very special deck. You could see that there's an aura around the dog, around the doctors, and then the fairy spirit soothing the dog. This is Ace of Blades. Five of Blades, Wheel of Fortune. And there's always a little spirit, you know, around us. But it's the way that she captured the emotion, the beauty, the little fairies, little spirit fairies. It's just absolutely beautiful. The Empress. This is one of my favorite decks. I keep this on my reading table all the time. She has an aura around. It's all the figures, even the little cat has an aura. I remember somebody mentioned, oh, it's just an outline to make the person stand out. Nope, it's not. This is an aura. It's the energetic body. And then here's one of the angelic beings. The dog has an aura. It is a beautiful deck, and the people and the images are just so expressive. I mean, just so expressive. You know, look at this. Nine of Blades. And the little baby dog. You can see the love. So beautiful. And then the fairy. Oops. Okay, I got carried away, guys. So yes, this is the deck that I picked out for the number 7 prompt. So below. The next prompt is number 8. though. A hug deck, a deck that offers emotional support, comfort, gentle, compassionate, and soothing. This is a deck that feels like a warm hug for anyone going through a tough time. And the first one I picked for this one, is this A Guardian Angel Messages Tarot. I do really like all of Radley Valentine's decks, and I actually have I have a couple copies of the Doreen Virtue, the one that had the little grandma doily kind of design on it. I love that deck, and so that's the one I go to, but that one is out of print, so I do like this one a lot too. I brought this one out because this one is still in print. Let's see here. And this is just a really great deck for when you want something gentle and you need support. Well, it's like a hug. 8 of Fire, 2 of Earth, 6 of Fire, the Hermit, 2 of Fire, oops, the World, Queen of Fire, 4 of Fire, Knight of Fire, Wise Counselor, 3 of Water. It's just a gentle deck. It's really wonderful. So 5 of Water, Disappointment, Regret, Forgiveness, 8 of Water, Ego. This is one of my hug decks that I recommend. Now, another one, I love animals. You guys know that. I love this deck, Animal Guides Tarot by Radley Valentine. And this is another deck that is just like a hug. It's just calming and grounding. I feel like it's just love. We have here 3 of Fire. It has a title and then it has a little description. Knight of Fire. The Emperor. Here it says, Dear Mouse, structure, organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on leadership roles as you have much wisdom to offer. This is, oh, look at this, 4 of Air. Oh, koala. So adorable. Look at beautiful hummingbirds. 3 of Water. This is definitely a hug deck. Queen of Fire. 7 of Fire. 2 of Fire. I mean, look at this. Oh, I love this deck so much. Oh, look at this. Oh, the Dreamer, the Shepherd Puppy. Just beautiful. Oh, look at this. There's Jeff's dog. A collie dog. 5 of Air. Your current path isn't leading you toward the happiest possible outcome, so why not change it? Always maintain integrity and compassion, but be alert to the hidden agendas of others. So yes, it's a choice, right? It's always a choice. Unicorn. The Panda. So yes, definitely recommend this deck. It is a hug deck for me. Next one is Prompt 9. Feel Good Deck, a deck that uplifts, encourages, and energizes, whether through color, artwork, or message. This one is perfect feel-good recommendation for readers who want joy and empowerment. And for this one, I chose the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. I love this deck. It's absolutely witch-tastic. Just kidding. Whoops. Okay, so I really love this deck though. I love it. Oops. All right, let's go through a couple. Ten of Wands. Why make things so much more difficult than they need to be? This is definitely a feel-good deck. Strength. It takes great strength to be soft. Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Page of Wands, Fifth of Toxic Witches. Be cautious of those who take more than they give. It's a great deck. The World. The High Priestess. When in doubt, your first gut feeling can't always be trusted. This is me and with all my dogs. I just absolutely love this deck, but it's a great deck to have. The next one is number 10, the most versatile, a deck you recommend for handling any type of reading, love, career, shadow work, daily pulls, and everything in between. Reliable, flexible, reader-friendly. This is an all-rounder that adapts to every situation. And that is, don't be surprised, the Rider-Waite. This is, I love getting clones. This is the Moon Baby. But any Rider-Waite is great. If I can only have one deck, I can only take one deck, and I'm going to be doing all different kinds of readings, I'm taking the Rider-Waite. That's for sure, 100%. I only had one deck for many years. It was the Rider-Waite. You can do any kind of reading with it. You don't need any other decks. But it's, I do like pretty decks. So, and this one has a 60s vibe. Oops. Let me just here. Oh. It has this beautiful green edging. Page of Pentacles. You guys have probably seen this one. Strength. I love the coloring. It's beautiful. It's one of my favorites. Yes, any Rider-Waite is what I recommend. All right, the next prompt is most inspiring. A deck you recommend to inspire creativity, intuitive flow, or personal transformation, whether it's the art, the energy, or the depth of the messages. This one sparks something powerful in the reader. For this one, I picked the Creativity Oracle. And this is by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. I really love her art. It's textile art, and she puts together her art with different pieces of fabric and creates these arts. So this deck was created to get you unstuck, to help with improve your creativity, your intuition, and it has beautiful color images of her art, and then it has a little write-up. I love all of her decks and Monty's decks. It reads really well. All of this is her art. If you can see, let me just zoom in here. You guys probably are familiar with her artwork, but yeah, it's gorgeous. You can see the sewn, the serged edge here. But yeah. Oh, and then on the other side, one side is image, the other side is keyword, and then a little write-up. Dream. Connect to your intuitive dream world of metaphors and symbols. And I don't know how to explain this, but this deck is so on point. And I even use it for my client readings. And I use it for all kinds of readings. Not just for things of creativity or intuition, but in other readings. And it does work for me. Free associate. Allow first thing that comes into your mind without self-censorship to bestow a vision upon you. but really does help with creativity. If you are stuck, if you're want to work on your intuition, and it's a beautiful deck. This is one that I recommend, definitely. Oh, oops. Transformation. Allow the energy to fear to be transformed to love, creativity, and compassion. This one is, see here, she's like pushing part of that. Push. Don't feel inadequate. Forget how to quit. Push on no matter how things look. So it does, it's just a fantastic deck. Recharge. When pace of life becomes too hectic, know to slow down, be mindful. And then the other side is this, her beautiful textile art. It's just gorgeous. This one I recommend, the Creativity Oracle. Prompt 12, best for beginners. A deck you'd confidently recommend to someone just starting their tarot journey. Accessible, clear, and easy to learn with this one. This one makes tarot feel inviting rather than intimidating. I got a couple of decks here. The first one is this one. And it's the Awakened Tarot. I got this on Amazon, and I believe it's like $16 or $17. It's a beautiful deck, and it's perfect if you don't want to have the Rider Waite, the images, if you're not too keen on those. This is a more like modern take. Here. And it comes with this little guidebook, color. These are the cards, and I recommend it for beginners. It's an alternative to, you know, the regular Rider Waite. And I can't think of her name because I'm tired and my brain is like, it's out. It's already clocked out for the day. All right, 9 of Cups. He's had too many cups, too much beer in his belly. 3 of Cups. But it has a more modern take, but it has all the Rider Waite symbolism. And it is a beautiful deck. I recommend it. It's inexpensive. And yeah, it's a good reader. You guys have probably seen it. It's very pretty. I really like it. This is one that I recommend for beginners. Now, if you want a deck with keywords, I recommend that too. I mean, I've been reading tarot for a really long time, and I still buy decks with keywords, and my husband's always like, what is wrong with you? He's like, something seriously has to be wrong with you. Why would you buy? Because I don't know, I like them. I guess I do have a problem. I don't know. But I don't know, I just like buying decks, and I don't know. Maybe he's right. So these decks right here. This one, this is by Weissbell, and this I got on Amazon. And it's probably, I don't know, maybe like $20, $19 or something. I don't really know. But I think it's great for beginners. Let's see. And it's an alternative to the Rider Waite or Pamela Coleman's art. Finally remembered it. Gosh, my brain came back for just a little second. But it has a great little tiny guidebook. Now, definitely you need to get, you know, a better, like a more in-depth guidebook, but it is a really cool little guidebook. It has some spreads in here, several spreads. and it gives you upright, reversed, finance, meaning, symbolism, and color. So it's better than any little white book that comes with a deck. And so here it is. So if you're starting out, or if you're just, you know, just weird like me and like buying decks because I thought this was cool, you know, I just thought this was kind of cool. So here you have upright, reversed, and you have an affirmation, you have a short meaning, and then it gives you keywords for love, career, finance, and a time period. And then here it gives you the number, the element, zodiac, the chakra, if you were asking a yes or no question, and then the Hebrew letter. That's a lot. I thought, when I saw this, I was like, this is pretty cool. And they're color coded, so I think they are, yeah. Pentacles are all green. This is like a purple, the swords. Wands are red. I feel like it's a great deck for a beginner or just anybody who likes to buy tarot decks. It gives you a lot of information. And it has a really nice, clear picture of the Rider-Waite card. This is definitely a good choice for a beginner that wants to learn tarot. I still suggest you get a in-depth book, but this is definitely a great starting point. That is by Weisbell, and it's called Tarot for Learning, or Tarot for people who like to buy a lot of decks. It's a great little deck, and the quality's great, and it's very inexpensive. That was from Amazon. Now the next one, it's an indie deck, but I took it out because it's so pretty. It's so pretty. If you're a newbie and want to get an indie deck for your learning, then this one is for you. Now it is pricey. I can't remember how much it is, but it's on Etsy. It's called Lucid Dreams Beginner's Tarot with keywords. And it comes with a guidebook here. It has this little guidebook. It's chunky. Let me take it out so you can see. And it's just beautiful. The images are just so pretty. I wish that she would actually make this tarot, but without the keywords, without everything. So it would just be like the image and the title, because the images are so beautiful. I don't know, I just really love it. I still bought it with the keywords because I just thought it was so pretty. The Lovers, let me scoot in here so you guys can see. Look at this Moon card. The Sun, so beautiful. The Tower. Look at this Eight of Cups. It would be so nice if she made this just as a regular tarot with no keywords. Two of Swords. King of Pentacles. Anyways, it's just so beautiful. Look at this. The pink clouds, the pink sky. Three of Pentacles. Oh gosh, look how beautiful this is. You see the little shining? Anyway, so this is very pretty. I can't remember how much it was, but it is an indie deck. It's on Etsy. I can't remember. I got it, who knows? I know she still sells them, I believe. But I've had this probably for maybe, geez, maybe I've had it for 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. I don't know. Time has been flying. But it's just so pretty. Look at her dresses sparkling. Look at this one, the Five of Wands. All right, that's enough. So we'll be here forever. So those 3 decks are the ones I recommend for, and this is the matte edging that I love, that I recommend for beginners or for anybody. Let's see here. The next prompt is 13, best for professionals. A deck you suggest for experienced readers who need depth, nuance, strong symbolism, ideal for layered readings, spiritual insight, and working with clients at a professional level. And that is the Rider-Waite. You know, any version at all. Here is the Centennial, or any of the other, the Tarot Illuminati that I showed, or the Moon Baby, or the regular Rider-Waite, and this is just the Centennial version. I recommend. It's great. I love the Rider-Waite. That's what I recommend for that. Now for the next prompt, Witchy Vibes. A deck you'd recommend for those who love witchy aesthetics, moody vibes, magical symbolism, or spell work, support casting, altar work, etc. So for this I got this one. I love this oracle deck. It's Pure Magic Oracle by Andres Ingracia and forward by Judica Isles. This is just, I just love this deck. Let's see here. You guys have probably seen it or have it. It's in color, and I love the art. Closing circle, pure intent, sacred doors, timing, expression, astral travels. This is definitely one that I recommend. Jinn, levitation, Earth Mother, drawing down the moon, Hecate's path, mirror magic. It's really great. Opening circle, oops. Mugwort dreams, Florida water. This is one of my favorites that I recommend. It's by Rockpool. The next one is this witchy deck, which I love. It's called the Pulp Girls Tarot deck. And it's a 78 card deck of magic and affirmations. Let me show you. Comes with this little book, and it's in color, and it has an affirmation, reflection, a question, reflection question, upright and reversed, and a spreads. I love this deck. It's really cool. King of Cups, Chariot, King of Wands, and you guys have probably seen it. She's like they just got out of the club, and this girl just went all out on the other girl who's crying. This friend was trying to help her out. Look at how pretty this is. So cute. I love it. Look at this Justice card. Yes. Love this deck. This is one I recommend for witchy vibes. That is the Pulp Girls. Let's see here. And the next prompt is number 15, the last prompt. Wow, we made it. Astrology Work, a deck you recommend for astrology lovers and cosmic seekers. One that weaves planetary wisdom and archetypes into its structure, ideal for exploring birth charts, transits, and celestial guidance. For this, I have several decks. Let's see here. I don't use them for chart reading. I use them more like oracles in combination with my tarot decks. The first one is this one. I really think it's really pretty. It's called Stellar Visions Oracle Cards, Your Guide to Astrological and Mystic Power. 53 cards. Now these are really big cards. Really big. But I really like them. I love them. They're really beautiful. I will pull the energy of whatever, something that I want to see, and I'll pull 1 or 2 cards or 3, and I'll put it at the top of the reading, and then it gives you affirmation and stellar reflection. This is by Quattro Publishing. I think I got this on Amazon. I love the watercolor look of the art, and it's just really pretty. Venus, attraction. It gives you 1 keyword, but if you don't know astrology, you can I use it as an oracle. You can just look in the book, or if, like I know Libra, the different meanings, so I can apply it in a reading. Mercury, but I just think they're so pretty. Leo, the sun, radiance, just love that. Sextile, 9th house, discovery, ascendant. Look at how pretty this is. Isn't that beautiful? I do like this one, and it just depends on what you want to use it. Oh, look at this one. How beautiful. 1st house, and her hair, and then all the little clouds. It's just gorgeous. This one I really like, I recommend. They're really large cards. You can also use them as altar cards. Beautiful. That's one of them. Let's see. That's the Stellar Visions. The next one is this one. I also just use as an oracle. Now, if you're new, you can just use it to learn as well. Or I think some people will, if they're doing somebody's astrology chart, they'll, pull out the cards that go with the signs of the individual. This is by Grace Wong, and she's the one that did, is it Mystic Mondays Tarot? That's a great reader too. And then it comes with this guidebook, and you can see it comes with, this is the house, sign, planet, and then a little write-up. Elements, fixed, cardinal, and then some spreads, and moon phases, aspects. I recommend it. I use it as an oracle. I just use it in combo with tarot or other oracles. It's really cute. Here. These are the backs. It's a little circle deck, and then let me scoot in here so you can see. It has the 4th house and family roots foundation. This is cardinal, initiation, spark, vision, Mercury. So if you're learning, you can start with this. I just use it as an oracle deck. Moon phases, the 6th house, Venus, Pisces. I love how colorful it is, and I just like to read. You don't need to combine decks. You don't need to do layered readings. You can do just as good of a reading using one deck, and that's it. But if you like to use different decks, if you have different decks and you want to use them, I will pull out. You can always use this to clarify, or you can put down, this first, just the, say, let's see what's going down in the 10th house. and then you can pull down some cards, and that'll represent what's happening in the 10th house of the person's life or at this moment. You can use it as an oracle that way. And it's nice because they're not very big. I like them. Let's see here. Oh, and I have one astrology deck. This one is an indie deck, so it is on the pricier side. I use it as an oracle. I know some people use it when they're doing people's astrology charts. I don't. I use it as an oracle. It's called the Astro Persona Oracle. And it contains 132 cards, 11 suits, 12 zodiac signs. Here it says, use it to bring the people element into any reading so that you can gain quick insights into what makes someone tick, or to help you understand how someone might act in any given situation. There's lots of ways that you can use this deck. This is the complete deck. It also comes with these. I don't use them, but I just have them. They're little placeholders so you can organize the cards. It's a really nice size. It's linen cardstock and they shuffle really nicely. It also comes with extra cards that are double-sided. Like this one is the North Node card, and this is North Node, 10th house Capricorn. Be your own hero. And then this side, it's the South Node, 4th house Cancer. Be your own authority. And let's see, this one here, Uranus in the 12th house Pisces, I believe, works from behind the scenes. Escapism, sees the future, ingenuous, fracturing ego structures, otherworldly. I mean, you can use this in any kind of divination with your intuition, with your guides, if you communicate with your guides. I really like this deck. I really like all of their decks, actually. I got this on a Kickstarter, but they do have a website, and they do sell this deck and all their other decks on Etsy as well. This is another one that I recommend. Moon in the 1st house, Aries, I am. And it just goes in. And it's just, you can use this deck in a lot of different ways. You can use it for learning. You can use it for divination, clarification. You can use this for anything. Actually, this is the same creator that did this twin flame oracle that I have, and I use that for any type of readings. You can read with anything, and I use that to read for my dog Buckles. It read very well for her in her situation. I actually did a video on it if you guys want to check it out. I forget the title, but Buckles is on the cover of the video, and I used the twin flame oracle for that reading. I really like their decks. That's the last one. Oh my gosh. This was a fun prompt. It's a lot of prompts, but I really want to see what you guys think, what you guys are going to pick. Please do a video. Join the prompt. I tag everybody I've ever known in my life. Everybody to do this prompt. It's fun. And if you really don't have a YouTube channel, you don't want to do or create a YouTube channel, but still, let's chat. Put it in the chat. Let me know what would you pick? What'd you think of the ones that I picked? And let's chat. Please like, share, subscribe. And I appreciate you guys. It's a wonderful community, and thank you for being so warm and welcoming to me. And we'll talk soon.